Bruh.
What do you have zero sympathy for? People who get towed when they leave their car running in the fire lane in front of supermarkets. We had a lady come back in and scream bloody murder at my coworker because she got her a ticket because the 2 to 3 minutes Kristen spent helping her was long enough for the cops who always were in our lot to notice her car parked in the fire lane. It was amazing when she came back a few days later with a card and a sincere apology admitting how childish she had been and it was actually her own fault. Sex traffickers. Purest form of evil. People who act like the victim with everything. After dating one for a while it finally hits you how cancerous it is. It weighed on my mental health and I almost went to a psyche ward. Her ghosting me was the best thing to ever happen to me last year. My ex didn't necessarily play victim but she always had this chip on her shoulder. There was this big victimization thing going on at her dorm and after hearing multiple sides I still don't know what to believe. It does weigh you down, man. People who yell or snap at bartenders and then have to wait longer to get their drink. Guests who sit down and aren't served within 30 seconds even though I acknowledged them while helping another guest. Hello. Can I get some service here? Frick off. When I see someone driving like a total knobhead, cutting everyone off, causing near crashes all down the road, and then I pass them later on pulled over by a cop. This actually happened to me once, perhaps one of the most gratifying moments I've ever witnessed. It was like 3 a.m., I was coming home from working in a different part of the state. I passed a sitting state trooper, and almost immediately after, this guy flies by me doing close to 100 in a flashy sports car. As I was quietly bitching about the cop not doing his job, he flies by me, lights and sirens going, and pulled sports car guy over. I hope I straight up willed that to happen. People who treat everybody like garbage then complain about being lonely. Like, I'm not getting paid to be here. If you act like a dick, I'm leaving. Had a friend exactly like this. After years of abuse, our entire social group left him. People who throw their trash away, next to the trash bin. People who sit in their cars at McDonald's eating their food then drop the rubbish and packaging out their window. You have to drive past a bin to leave the car park, you stupid beep. People who do not use their blinker while driving. Why? You're too lazy to move your hand for a second? You expect everyone else on the road to read your mind? Frick you, man. Just frick you. Amen, one of my biggest pet peeves on the road. As an addition, the people who turn and then start using their blinkers while already turning, kinda defeats the purpose. Especially when they totally ignore the fact that other people need this information, not just other cars. That guy waiting to cross the road, that oncoming bicycle, etc., just use your damn turn signal even if you think nobody is around to see it. Had a guy come to a complete stop yesterday on a back road. I was wondering what was going on until he decided to take a turn in his driveway. It took everything in me not to lay on the horn. People who are absolute cunts to minimum wage workers, retail, servers, fast food, etc., then cry when they don't get their way, or better yet, get kicked out. That worker doesn't control the price or the inventory, or even the store policy. If you have a problem, ask for a manager like an adult instead of throwing a temper tantrum. As a minimum wage employee, the amount of times my black co-worker has been called racial slurs for just doing his job makes me so freaking sick. People who won't stop having kids even though all you hear from them is griping about how they have no money or a life of their own, or they're tired all the time, or they say stuff like, but this is so. Hey Art. Don't act surprised that that kind of shit happens once you start having kids, it's some of the most common freaking knowledge in the world. And don't start palming off your younger kids on your older ones all the time, either. You wanted a baseball team, you gotta coach 'em all. This is not about parents whose older children want to help or have some responsibilities like helping their siblings with tying shoes and waddle. This is about parents whose older kids don't get to be kids because they are too busy raising their siblings. Nothing fucking pisses me off more. Your older kids aren't your damn co-parents. Let them have the same quality childhood as their other siblings and raise them all your damn self. So you made it to the end. Maybe you want to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day, my friend.